You knew when you went for this that it said 18.
And I just thought it was just an opportunity of a lifetime, just a once in a lifetime, just a once off. And I went, and I never ever expected for 1 minute that I would get as far as I did, and I just kept getting through to the next round, and then the next round. I was thinking, why are they still letting me through? But they were, and then it just got out of control, and I was just loving every minute.
But did you think at any point, look, this has got to end? I mean, they say 18, or did you think that, well, if they really like me, they'll forget about that rule for a little while and let me into the band?
No, it wasn't like that. It just got too hard to tell them. And there was one time when we were asked our age, and it was just when we had to write it in the first day at the open auditions. We had to write our date of birth, and then from then on it wasn't asked. So I just thought, I'm not going to answer a question that wasn't asked. So,
okay, but when you were selected for the house, and you jumped up and down and you hugged everybody in sight, and that meant that you were in the band. At the back of your mind, was there nothing? I mean, you were absolutely thrilled, but at the back of your mind, was there something, I'm going to get caught out, this could end badly?
It was closer than the back of my mind. It was always there, it was always hanging over me. And I couldn't, even though I got into the band, and it was brilliant, it was always there, and I always knew that this can't last. It wasn't meant to be, I can't be in the band.
What did people say to you during the week? I mean, the people in Derry were absolutely on your side. There's no question about it. And they would sympathise with you because everyone wants their own person to get through. But what kind of reactions did you get from people maybe not from Derry?
I got brilliant responses. I didn't expect it was going to make such a big deal. I thought, oh, she's 16 and I'm going to leave, and that was going to be it. But whenever it did make a big deal, and then I thought, oh, people's going to be calling me a liar and screaming at me in the streets that I did the wrong thing. But they didn't. The response has just been brilliant.
Now, the story actually broke before the programme went out. I think the Sunday World had it. We've got some of the headlines that resulted from that. We'll just show them to you. I lied for stardom. Band pop star Nadine tells of her nightmare. That's from the Irish Mirror. Naughty Nadine, again from the Mirror. Pop star's liar gets the boot from the Sunday World. Now it's Chop Stars, the Sunday World. They're the kind of things that were written about you. How did you react when you saw that stuff?
I didn't react the way I thought I would have reacted. I thought it would have been devastated and heartbroken that people have written things, but I wasn't. I took it okay, because they're not writing anything that isn't untrue. I did lie about my age, and so they're not lying by writing it. So I can't, there's nothing, I just have to accept it.
And when you saw the programme, because you didn't see it before it went out, it was edited right up to the last moment or so, and you saw as it unfolded, what was your reaction?
Tears, crying. I was just devastated. I was just heartbroken after watching it, because you relive everything over again, and it was just reliving it over again was just really hard, because that day it was an awful day, just leaving your 5 best friends. So I was bringing it all back again, and I was crying.
How long were you together with them in the house before they did this sequence asking each of you something about yourself, a little profile to camera?
That was the very first day in the house.
When everyone was there together?
Very first day.
All right, and it was like you're all together, you're all going on this great adventure to hit the big time, and then you're out the door.
I know.
They also showed some stuff of you making calls and this kind of thing about your passport, but you knew that your passport, if you do have one, I don't know if you have one, do you have a passport?
I do have a passport, and what I wanted to do then was, to make it somewhat easier on myself, I wanted to just hand Linda McCoy, the director, the passport and say, look, there it is, I'm 16, just let me go home now, but I couldn't find it. So I was running around and looking for it, and I couldn't find it.
And you rang your mum, and you were going through all these handbags. You must be a great girl for handbags. There were an awful lot of those handbags around. But you knew that there was only one end to this, didn't you?
Home, just out of the band, going home. And I always knew it from the start, and I always knew that I could never last, and that I was always going to have to go home, and that